Welcome back to Making Money. Veterans Affairs Secretary David Shulkin is back with us for more. Secretary Shulkin, thank you for rejoining us. A lot of publicity into a recent death of a vet at the Bedford VA Medical Center, where apparently a nurse's aide was playing video games on her computer while this vet was dying. Can you help the public understand, after all of the highly publicized deaths at VA operations throughout this country, how these kind of things could still possibly be happening?
Well, first of all, we have over 300,000 employees in the VA system, and this is a nursing assistant in Bedford, Massachusetts. And when we found out about the type of care that was being provided and the dereliction of duty, we have taken action to make sure that we remove this employee from VA service. This is, people are seeing a new type of VA, a VA that is not tolerating this type of behavior anymore. And we have removed or suspended over 1,000 employees since the president took office.
Will this be integrated in sort of a best practices manual of sorts that's distributed throughout the entire system?
Well, it's common sense that we want our employees focused in on our veterans, and we expect them to do the duties as we define them. And wherever we find deviations from that, there's going to be the appropriate actions that are taken. And in Bedford, we believe that the management there did take the appropriate actions. I'm going to be going up and visiting with Bedford and their employees and talk to veterans in the area and be up there with Congressman Moulton and hopefully some other elected officials, so we can make sure that we're taking this seriously and people understand we're paying attention.
I do want to also point out to the audience that that the VA is the second largest federal agency. It's obviously a large, difficult operation to get your hands around. 9 million vets that you serve are out there. And you yourself have been lauded for actually going in and doing examinations yourself. What is that all about? I think, you know, people love the idea that you believe in a true hands-on approach to this job.
Well, what I know about the way that I manage is I do better when I actually understand the situation. So I do put on a white coat and a stethoscope, and I take care of veterans, and it's my honor to take care of those veterans. But I also know that's how I learn and see whether the things that I'm directing from Washington are actually happening in the field and whether the systems we're putting in place are working the way that they should. And so it's just part of me trying to make sure that I'm serving veterans in the right way.
Sir, before I let you go, a big breaking news continues to develop on the situation with Niger, the deaths of those 4 servicemen. The role of the VA in these expanding operations, and you know, we've heard how deeply embedded the military gets after the death of these men and women who serve and keep our country free. Does the role of the VA expand as well?
Well, it certainly does, and it's very appropriate. Today, as you probably know, is the 34th anniversary of us losing 241 Marines in Lebanon, one of the worst days for the Marines since World War II. And then when we look at the more recent loss of these 4 brave soldiers, VA is there to help support the families and to make sure that we're doing everything possible to give them the security and the comfort that they deserve going forward. Because we know when young men and women raise their hand and go off and defend our country, it's really the entire family that's raising their hand, and it's our obligation to make sure that we're there for them no matter what happens.
Secretary David Shulkin, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it.